Hey there, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on clickorlando.com. I'm News 6 meteorologist Samara Cokinos. Well, we have this very weak cold front and it's situated over the panhandle. So ahead of this front, as it slowly makes its way to central Florida by overnight going into tomorrow, and all this moisture is going to pool ahead of it. We even started the day with a few showers, but I can tell you for the second half of the day, that's where we're going to be really paying attention to things. We're under a marginal risk for some severe weather, and that's pretty much all across central Florida. So that means that one or two storms could turn strong to severe. Let me show you hour by hour forecast. As we break it down, we start the clock at 8 and we go to about 11. Notice that over our north and western zones, that's where we'll start to see the rain first. Then it's going to progress to the east and start to really spread out. Notice by 1 o'clock, you'll see some pockets of heavy rain indicated in the orange, anywhere from northwestern Volusia going back into Ocala, as well as most of Lake and Sumter County. Now, western Orange County will start to be impacted just around 1 o'clock as well, and all of this activity is going to spread toward the coast throughout the remainder of the day. Notice anytime after 3 going into 5 and 6, we could get a few of those strong storms developing, and those will definitely have some impacts along our coast through the early evening. This is 6 o'clock just south of New Smyrna Beach, going into the Cape Coast and down into Brevard, and maybe just extending back a little bit farther inland. That's where a lot of the rain will linger through the early evening, going into the early hours of the night, but then it'll all kind of clear out, and we will have some more rain tomorrow, but the majority of that is going to be over our southern zones. Now, as far as severe weather impacts for today, if you do get one of those strong storms, you could get a lot of lightning with it, some very heavy wind. We're talking about winds gusting up near 45 miles per hour, maybe even in excess of that throughout the day if those thunderstorms do develop. Also, 1 to 3 inches of rainfall is quite possible with those downpours, and maybe even a little bit of small hail. So just be ready. We're going to have a 70% rain coverage today, but it goes down behind this front. We're not talking about a big change in temperature or anything like that. This front was going to settle to our south and kind of fizzle out. So we're just going to see maybe a few showers tomorrow. Again, that's going to be mainly to our south. And then Tuesday looks like to be partly sunny with rain coverage right around 20%. So let me take you hour by hour to show you when this rain is going to get going again. We're talking about 85 by noon, and we'll have about a 40% coverage of rain at that point. As the day progresses, the heat really settles in. We'll be at 89 degrees and again 70% coverage through the early evening hours, so just be prepared for some heavy rain at times, but a lot of that stuff is going to be out of the way by about 9 or 10 o'clock tonight. Then your overnight low will sink to about 71 degrees. Can't rule out maybe a sprinkle or two under mainly cloudy skies. Let's get some results and show you your pinpoint accurate 7-day forecast. As we start the work week, here we go, 91 degrees with that 40% coverage of rain. 90 on Tuesday. We're going to stay in the upper 80s, low 90s for the upcoming work week with a shot of rain each day. Your overnight lows will stay in the low 70s. That's your pinpoint accurate forecast. Thanks for logging on. You're now up to date.